You ever see the story where it's 1999, I'm on Meet the Press, a show now headed by Sleepy Eyes Chuck Todd. He's a sleeping son of a bitch, I'll tell you.
Lazy piece of crap. All of them are. That's why they hate us.
This is fantastic. This is amazing. A certain anchor on CNN, fake as hell, CNN. The worst. Oh, so fake. Fake news. And their ratings are lousy, by the way, and compared to Fox, their ratings...
And let's go to one more little clip here of the president at that rally, because it just gets better and better, doesn't it? That's the crowd chanting, CNN sucks. And then we've got him calling Chuck Todd a sleeping son of a bitch. Here it is.
You ever see the story where it's 1999, I'm on Meet the Press, a show now headed by Sleepy Eyes Chuck Todd. He's a sleeping son of a bitch, I'll tell you.
Lazy piece of crap. All of them are. That's why they hate us.
And they showed it this morning, 1999, and I'm talking about North Korea. You got to take them out now. And then they have Clinton saying, we are pleased to announce that we have made a deal with North Korea. Well, you know how that deal turned out, right? We gave billions and billions of dollars and lots of other things.
And they developed nuclear weapons with it. But now Kim Jong-un has already agreed to no more missile tests, and he has agreed to scrap his nuclear program in exchange for technical assistance with things like electrical power plants and trade. And the word is, the agreement has already been made, because the West, through China, has been propping it up since 1953 on February and July through that year. On the 27th of July, the deal was made with the UN and Harry Truman to let the communist Chinese take control of the North and carry out their horrible activities. And MacArthur was relieved of command by a traitor, Harry S. Truman, the globalist. And so the whole time, just like 2 years before, our own government, our own CIA, our own foundations, they put Mao Zedong into power in 1948. And then a couple years later, everybody knows what ended up happening. Amazing. The CIA was set up in 1947 as a foreign globalist group to be over the United States and to take control of it, and to basically make us lose all the future wars and use our treasure and power to build the globalists their world empire. Well, guess what? America, on January 20th, 2017, retook the beachhead in D.C. And we have begun the process of transferring the power back to the Republic and back to the people and back on the American mission. Since 1947, they've had their beachhead. And they'd almost extinguished the Republic. And their cultural poison and their globalism is still venom in our veins. But we are getting stronger. They are getting weaker. That's what's happened. That is the great quest, and we're in the middle of it. I have had beyond an epiphany taking off the last week, partially. And it has shook me to my very core that I've got to be even more focused and more professional and more serious, and the audience has a commitment from me that I am going to give it all I've got, and I've been giving it all I've got. But at a subconscious level, I kind of feel sorry for myself, and sometimes don't have that eye of the tiger focus that I should. But let me tell you, it has been rekindled, not by taking time off, but by experiencing the true evil growing in this country that we cannot let win. We have to have drastic countermeasures, and I mean covert action now, not just overt. It's time for covert operations.
You know, someone very profoundly once said, many years ago that if fascism ever comes to America, it'll come in the name of liberalism.
You're a white man! You're a white man!
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
You know, I've been hearing more and more about a thing called fake news, and they're talking about people that go and say all sorts of things. But I will tell you, some of the media outlets that I deal with are fake news, more so than anybody. I could name them, but I won't bother. But you have few sitting right in front of us. So they're very, very dishonest people. But I think it's just something we're going to have to live with. I guess the advantage I have is that I can speak back. When it happens to somebody that doesn't have that kind of a megaphone, they can't speak back. It's a very sad thing. I've seen people destroyed. I've seen people absolutely destroyed. And I think it's very unfair. So all I can ask for is honest reporters. Information that was false and fake and never happened got released to the public. As far as BuzzFeed, which is a failing pile of garbage, writing it, I think they're going to suffer the consequences. They already are.
Since you're attacking us, can you give us a question?
Go ahead.
No, Mr. President-elect.
Go ahead.
Mr. President-elect,
Go ahead.
Since you are attacking our news organization, can you give us a chance?
Your organization
You are attacking our news organization.
Your organization
Can you give us a
is
chance
terrible.
to ask a question, sir?
Go ahead.
Sir, can you state,
Quiet.
Mr. President-elect,
Go ahead.
Can you state
She's
categorically,
asking a question. Don't
Mr.
be rude.
President-elect, can you give us a question?
Don't be
You're
rude.
attacking us. Can you give us a question?
Don't be rude.
Can you
No,
give
I'm
us
not
a
going to give you a
question?
question. I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir.
Round 2. Fight.
Go ahead.
Just one more follow-up.
Should I let him have a little bit more? What do you think, Peter? Peter, should I let him have a little bit more? Sit down. Sit down.
Just because of the attack of fake news and attacking our network, I just want to ask you, sir.
I'm changing it from fake news, though.
Doesn't that undermine?
Very fake news.
I know, but aren't you?
Flawless victory.
I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. It's fake. A few days ago, I called the fake news the enemy of the people, and they are. They are the enemy of the people. Because they have no sources. They just make them up when there are none. You know, the dishonest media, they'll say, he didn't get a standing ovation. You know why? No, you know why? Because everybody stood and nobody sat. So they will say, he never got a standing ovation, right? That's the way they are. They are the worst. Donald Trump did not get a standing ovation. They leave out the part, they never sat down. They leave that out. They're very dishonest people. In fact, in covering my comments, the dishonest media did not explain that I called the fake news the enemy of the people, the fake news. They dropped off the word fake. And all of a sudden, the story became the media is the enemy. They take the word fake out. And now I'm saying, oh, no, this is no good. But that's the way they are. So I'm not against the media. I'm not against the press. I don't mind bad stories if I deserve them. And I tell you, I love good stories, but we won't go. I don't get too many of them. But I am only against the fake news, media, or press. Fake. Fake. They have to leave that word.
We've taken Brainforce and made it Brainforce Plus. Now at 20% more in the bottle and an even more hardcore formula. You owe it to yourself to get these products. They really have worked for myself, my family. They have 5-star reviews by the thousands. InfoWarsLife.com.